In this video, we will learn how to solve word problems that involve subtracting three-digit numbers. Now let's try some word problems in which we can subtract without borrowing. So problem number 1. Ella bought 423 balloons for her birthday. She gave 112 of them to her friend. How many balloons were left? So we have different colors of balloons to represent the place value of digits. So red stands for 100, violet stands for 10, and the blue one stands for 1. Now we will place the digits to the respective places. 423 has 3 ones, 2 tens, and 4 hundreds, while 112 has 2 ones, 1 ten, and 100. Now let's start subtracting in ones place. 3 minus 2. Let's take away 2 from 3. We are left with 1 balloon. Next, 2 minus 1. Let's take away 1 balloon, so we are left with 1. Next, 4 minus 1. Let's take away 1 from 4. We are left with 3. So this is the difference. Therefore, there were 311 balloons left. Problem number 2. Ben sold 545 ice creams on the street. Only 421 were sold. How many ice creams were left? So 545 has 5 ones, 4 tens, and 5 hundreds, while 421 has 1 one, 2 tens, and 4 hundreds. Now let's try subtracting first in ones place. 5 minus 1. If we take away 1 ice cream, we will be left with 4 ice creams. Now 4 minus 2, let's take away 2. So we are left with 2 ice creams. And 5 minus 4, let's take away 4. So we are left with 1. So this is the difference. Therefore, there were 124 ice creams left. Problem number 3. Jam bought 827 lipsticks, but she gave 413 to her cousin. How many lipsticks were left? So we have a different color of lipsticks to represent the place value of digits. Now 827 has 7 ones, 2 tens, and 8 hundreds, while 413 has 3 ones, 1 ten, and 4 hundreds. Now let's subtract the digits in ones place. 7 minus 3. So let's take away 3 from 7. Now we are left with 4. Now in tens place, 2 minus 1. Let's take away 1. Now we are left with 1. Lastly, 8 minus 4. If we take away 4 lipsticks, now we are left with 4 lipsticks. So this is the difference. Therefore, there were 414 lipsticks left. Now we have some examples in which we can subtract with borrowing. So problem number 1. Mary bought 754 umbrellas. She donated 315 umbrellas to a charity. How many umbrellas were left for her? Now, we have different colors of umbrellas to represent the place value of digits. Now, let's align the digits to their respective places. So, 754 has 4 ones, 5 tens, and 7 hundreds, while 315 has 5 ones, 1 10, and 3 hundreds. Now let's subtract first the digits in ones place. So 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5 is not possible since 4 is lesser than 5. So we need to borrow 10 from tens place. So 4 becomes 14 and 5 becomes 4. Now 14 minus 5, let's take away 5 umbrellas, so we are left with 9 umbrellas. Next, 4 minus 1, so let's take away 1 umbrella. So let's count the number of umbrellas left. We are left with 3 umbrellas. And lastly, 7 minus 3. Let's take away 3. So let's count the remaining umbrellas. Now we are left with 4 umbrellas. So this is the difference. Therefore, there were 439 umbrellas left for Mary. Another example. Ray sells 546 balls in his store. 128 balls were sold. How many balls does he have left in his store? Now we have different colors of balls to represent the place values of digits. Now 546 has 6 ones, 4 tens, and 5 hundreds, while 128 has 8 ones, 2 tens, and 100. Now let's start subtracting in ones place. So 6 minus 8 is not possible since 6 is lesser than 8. Now we need to borrow 10 from tens place. Therefore, 6 becomes 16 and 4 becomes 3. Now we can now subtract 8 from 16. So 16 minus 8. Let's count the remaining balls. So we are left with 8 balls. Now let's proceed to the tens place. 3 minus 2. So the remaining ball is 1. And lastly, 5 minus 1. So the remaining balls are 4. So this is the difference. Therefore, there are 418 balls Ray has left in his store. Problem number 3. Mira bakes 336 cakes. She sells 138 cakes to a bakery. How many cakes does she have now? So let's align the digits to their respective places. Now 336 has 6 ones, 3 tens, and 3 hundreds, while 138 has 8 ones, 3 tens, and 100. Now let's subtract in ones place. So 6 minus 8 is not possible, so we have to borrow 10 from tens place. So this makes 6 becomes 16 and 3 becomes 2. Now 16 minus 8 is already possible, so let's count the remaining cakes. So we are left with 8 cakes. Now 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is not possible, so we need to borrow from hundreds place. So this makes 3 becomes 2 and 2 becomes 12. So we can now take away 3 from 12. So we are now left with 9 cakes. Lastly, 2 minus 1. So let's take away 1. So the answer is 1. So this is the final answer or the difference. Therefore, there are 198 cakes left for Mira. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video helped you learn how to subtract 3-digit numbers. If you want to learn more about subtraction, feel free to watch the next videos.